Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6, part 6, if you will, of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the finale of this limited series that could potentially get a second season. You know, I wouldn't mind it. The finale of the limited series Obi-Wan Kenobi is finally upon us. It has been an interesting series. The fan base has torn itself apart once again, as usual with Star Wars content. And that's just the way of things. But here we are at the finale. Episode 5 was incredible. It was awesome. It answered a lot of questions, because it's almost as if a story needs to play out over time, and it answers your questions later. Instead of not immediately. I feel like a lot of people need instant gratification, instant clarification, instant answers as soon as something happens, and they're not willing to wait out and see what happens, right? And it was funny because episode 5 was just, it was hilarious to see things happen in that episode that people who have been like sitting there and waiting for it to play out and go, see, I told you. It's like people were really thinking Grand Inquisitor wasn't going to show up again, and that it broke canon, you know, all that kind of nonsense, right? So it was great to have the Grand Inquisitor walk out and go, hello. Like, anytime I see that clip of the Grand Inquisitor walking out and going, hello, I lose it, man. It's just so hilarious. And just roasting Reva was just great. I adored part 5. Having the flashback duel really echo, you know, it's like poetry, it rhymes, echo the failings of Vader in the present was really, really cool. Like, your need for victory, Anakin, it blinds you. It was just spectacular. It was so cool to see. And then Vader fighting against Reva was really awesome. I think that now the currently hotly debated thing from part 5 is, how did Reva survive getting stabbed twice? And the way that I've interpreted that, and a few other people that I've seen have interpreted that scene, is I don't think Reva got stabbed during Order 66 at all. It was just that the way that she was visualizing it, she was having that same flashing back to seeing him during the Order 66 attack and slaying her friends, and she kind of was putting herself in that position as Vader, you know, stabs her. I think that, she definitely was able to play dead without getting stabbed, you know. I think that's something that's not exactly clear, and I can see how that can be easily misinterpreted, and who knows, maybe she did get stabbed twice. If she did get stabbed as a youngling, I do have a hard time believing that, you know, she would be able to persevere despite Grand Inquisitor's revenge does wonders for the will to live, because I thought that I don't know. I don't think that she got stabbed and survived, but if she did, I think that is probably a little bit silly. Regardless, it was a cool way to really showcase and mirror Anakin and Vader as one and the same, and a lot of people have been sharing the same sort of sentiment that it's been really hard to view them as the same character, the same person. They've just always been viewed as very separate people, which I think is really great, considering, you know, Anakin and Vader's perspective of him is, Anakin was weak. I destroyed him, and I'm Vader now. I'm a new person. But this episode really did a good job at blending the two of them, and a lot of Vader's lines and deliveries in this show have been really good, because it sounds like Hayden is actually speaking them in a sense. Like, you could take those lines and put them in Hayden's mouth during episode 3, you know, and it just sounds like very good. Like, you could have Anakin in episode 3, you know, say to Kenobi, like, I am what you made me, and it rings so true. I love the dialogue for Vader in this series so far. It's been so perfect, and it sounds perfect. It's all been great. So this show has had ups and downs and weird moments and questionable moments, but all in all, I have enjoyed it. It's not the story that I thought we would get. It's not necessarily the story I wanted either, but I don't dislike it at all. And naturally, like I said, episode 5 answered a lot of questions and kind of, taught a lot of people, hopefully, patience. I mean, patience has been one of the virtues taught from Star Wars since the very beginning. It's good to be patient. It's good to wait for a story to play out. This is why partially I think this story, or even Kenobi in general, would have benefited from the original concept of what this was going to be, which I believe it was just going to be a movie. I think that with the amount of content we've gotten in this show, it could have definitely easily have been trimmed and edited down to a movie format. This is a show that I've watched, and as we are here at the finale, I'm like, I don't think it needed to be a series. I think they could have, like a monumental event like Obi-Wan Kenobi could have been a movie. It could have been the return to having a Star Wars movie in cinemas, and I think it would have been an excellent idea to really tighten it up a bit, and it would have avoided a lot of backlash from those vocal minorities in the Star Wars fan base, to be like, oh my god, Grand Inquisitor, canon's broken, all of that kind of stuff, because they would have just been able to watch the movie in one go and go, oh, cool, instead of freaking out for weeks. And yeah, there's a lot of kind of scenes that feel kind of unnecessarily dragged out for TV, whereas that if it was in a movie, it wouldn't take Leia like the entire episode to find one red breaker for a door to open. She wouldn't just be doing this for 40 minutes and then unplugging the little magnet restraining bolt on Lola like it's nothing. Like it's not even an issue. It's like, she's like, oh, cool, that's fine. Oh, there it is. It's just like, that was pacing wise, there's some certain issues that I have that I feel definitely would have benefited from just having this be a movie. So sometimes you can have too much of a good thing. Sometimes additional runtime does not mean good. You know what I mean? Because pacing issues. But alas, we have a finale to get to, and it's about 50 minutes, but I'd say probably 40 to 45 with credits. So let's strap in, shall we, for part 6, the finale. Let's see how this one mirrors and echoes Return of the Jedi, because we definitely had an Empire Strikes Back feel for part 5, and now we're going to have part 6 play out. So let's do our countdown. Let's do our countdown and resolve this monumental series on Disney Plus that should have been a movie but is a series. And look, if it's a series now, if it gets a season 2, it has a chance for them to maybe refine things if they want to tell another story. See how we go. Let's do a countdown now. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Also, Reva's terrible strategy of how to get the drop on Vader. Don't try and stab him through the back or something while being silent. Ignite your saber, yell, and then try and strike at him. I know that Vader has plot armor, but it's so funny. It's so funny. Reva spent her whole life after Order 66 wiggling her way to become an Inquisitor, which is no small feat. Even though Vader was apparently aware and just has let it happen, but still got there, only to just completely fudge it up by the end. Oh, and another pacing thing from part 5 is, let's bring out all the stormtroopers and shoot the door and try and get it open. But then let's just have Reva be able to cut the door open immediately after they have a conversation, which she could have done from the beginning. It's stuff like that it's like pacing. Dragging it out a bit. Hello, third sister. Oh, and oh my god. Let's not even talk about Bail Organa being the dumbest idiot of all time. my friend Kenobi might be dead, so let's send a personalized message to his comlink that names me, that names him, that names the children, that names Tatooine, that says Owen. Let's just throw every single plot-relevant piece of information in this stupid phone call, just in case Kenobi's dead, and then whoever sees this message will know about it. Like, Bail, speak in code. Kenobi obviously knows what you're talking about. Say, we will make sure things are taken care of, or something. Just be fucking chill about it. Just say, Obi-Wan, I'm worried about what's happening because, you know, blah blah. If things have gone sour, we'll take care of things. Not, I'm gonna go to Tatooine to speak to Owen Lars about Luke Skywalker, the child of Darth Vader. It was just so silly. But we're gonna get a continuation of that now. We're back on Tatooine. Here we go. Oh, it's this dude again. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? That is a great shot of the Star Destroyer, but how the fuck did Reva get to Tatooine so quickly? What the hell? So I expected this would happen, that the Star Destroyer would be in pursuit of these guys, because the Star Destroyer was obviously in orbit, but how the fuck is Reva on Tatooine already? Just casually survives getting impaled. Qui-Gon punching the air right now. Is Kenobi going to, like, escape pod off this ship to the Star Destroyer to confront Vader to save these people? He's going to offer himself up to Vader, and then we get the rematch, and these people get spared. Dude, Reva has the weirdest plot armor. It's so strange. How'd she get here? Oh man, this is going to be great. Then you'll all die together. I would not... Yeah. Is it though? I wouldn't trust Haja. He dropped your communicator on the ground and didn't even think about it, even though he wasn't in that much of a rush. I wouldn't trust Hajo with anything. Oh god. Here we go. Ooh, okay. Have they got weapons, dude? Oh, nice. Okay. Interesting. Baru! Baru packing heat, dude. Where was this firepower in A New Hope before you got burnt to a crisp, huh? You were too busy cooking space cabbage. And got roasted. But the plot dictates rematch of the century. Tala's holster. Yeah, I'm not going to give a gun to a child. Not right now. One day you'll be in the corridor of the Death Star Detention Center and you'll be shooting a blaster. Well, you know you can't keep that one, Ben. Okay, though. Look at that beautiful saber. We get teased with Qui-Gon so bad, dude. Oh, he keeps talking to Qui-Gon and Qui-Gon ain't talking back, dude. He'll be the post-credits scene. He'll show up with Glup Shido and go, "We're big shot Jedi putting together a crew for season 2 of Kenobi." Yep, there we go. It's Kenobi. It's literally Kenobi, dude. It's pretty crazy how you think Grand Inquisitor is quite tall, but Vader is just fucking gargantuan. Like, It makes Grand Inquisitor look so tiny. Dude, the Star Destroyer model looks so good. Look at that pizza slice. How the hell did Reva get to Tatooine so quick? I don't get it, man. Especially when the other ships took off. Whatever. Yeah, that just screams weird. This like mimics the opening of Rogue One slightly. Just have him go hide in a hole and then Saw Gerrera will come and pick him up. I love how it's just like literally just like go hide in the basement instead of like, you know. Here we go. Here we go. I will face him alone. Wow. Okay. We're going to have a surface fight. And this is where Kenobi needs to remind Vader that he is but the learner. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Only a master of evil doth. This is where this scene has to take place. This fight needs to result in a way that they both believe that they're dead. Oh. Lola's with Kenobi. Interesting. I don't seem to remember ever owning a droid. Yeah, I think the way that this fight has to finish is they both have to believe that the other perished or something. Or Kenobi knows that Vader lives, but Vader thinks Kenobi died. I don't know. Otherwise, I don't see how Vader would maybe take a breather from hunting him. Yeah, what the hell, man? What is going on? Love that Imperial shuttle landing, though. Vader's ship. That's so cool. Oh my god, okay. Straight up. Not even hiding, just ready to face him. Okay. Look at that shot! My god. Oh, the pose! The pose! Then you will die! Oh my god! Let's go! Far out. Dude, I got goosebumps, man. I got big chills going on right now. Oh, look at this choreography. Vader's mobile. This is sick. Oh, dude. I got chills. The movement's really good. And then 10 years later, they're doing this on the Death Star. Oh. I don't know about this, man. I don't know about this whole Reva get to Tatooine thing. I hope Beru shoots her in the gut where she got stabbed. Look at them defending their homestead. Let's go, dude. This is like having Beru and Owen like actually fighting and be willing to defend their homestead like this is really cool. She's injured. Fuck her up. So weird. Oh, this is so good, man. This is the fight that Vader wanted. Not the one that he got in episode 3. Your strength has returned. This is what Vader wanted. Oh my god, but the weakness still remains. Holy shit. He's just taunting him. Oh! Vader's brutal. Oh my god, this fucking fighting dirty, man. Let's go. He's pissed off. He's making sure that he has the high ground. He's got the high ground. He's gonna fucking just bury him. Holy shit. Fucking hell, Vader. Oh, you called him Master. Oh, man. He called him Master. I never thought he would say that. There's actually... Yeah, that's right. Right in the stab wound. Oh my god, dude. Oh! Beru and Owen with that plot armor right now, though. How are they not getting stabbed with a lightsaber? Because they have to survive to get roasted later. I don't know, man. This part of the episode is very silly to me. I can't get down with it. Bail Organa and his stupid message, man. I don't know. It's weird. This is where the real shit is. Is he using the Force to hold things in place? Holy crap. He's using the Force to prevent himself from getting buried alive. Wow. Hearing Hayden Christensen's episode 3 lines and Hayden Christensen's lines from this show together, and the fact that they sound exactly the same is very impressive for his voice. Yes, Obi-Wan. He leveled up his character mid-fight. He has been restored. It's not over yet, Vader. Oh, you got that power up, baby. Ooh. Oh. Go. Oh, shit. He's like, stop throwing rocks at me. Oh my god, dude. Cuts away from the good stuff. Oh! Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! He got his life support and sliced him across the back. Holy shit! That suit is such a hindrance. And Kenobi's showing it to him. Whoa! Oh. Fuck, they're doing this. Just like Rebels. Holy fuck, he got his helmet. Oh my fucking god, dude. I did. Yep, there we go. There we go. Vader having James Earl Jones and Hayden Christensen together. Oh my god, man. Everything in that fight perfectly lays groundwork for episode 4. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Because he fucking showed him. Referring to him as Darth. Him confirming that Vader killed Anakin. Where Obi-Wan goes, your Vader was murdered and betrayed by your father. You know, like he betrayed and murdered your father. You know? Oh wow, Kenobi's gonna show up to Tatooine in like the nick of time. Is that what's gonna happen? Kenobi going straight back to Tatooine, activating hyperdrive on the escape craft. He goes straight from fighting his father again to coming right back in to save Luke. Look at you. Who's the youngling slayer now, Reva? Yep, there you go. Yeah, she's seeing herself. That's good. That's good. Do you really want to become what he was? You can't do it. That was some fast hyperspace traveling, wasn't it? Reva's gonna return him. Because she couldn't become what Anakin was. And she couldn't bring herself to kill him. Why are they doing this for dramatic effect? He's obviously not dead. Now what? Now what? There you go. She let go. Is she gonna let go? Okay. We'll talk about that after the episode. The Reva stuff is bizarre. Is this the Emperor? Look at him! Holy shit. Dude. Dude. Look at him. Oh yeah, Vader. Yo. Imperial March playing subtitle. Everyone's been begging for the Imperial March this whole show. And there it is. It plays after a brief cameo. Dude. Holy crap. Ian McDiarmid as original trilogy. As original trilogy Palpatine. That's crazy. He looks so cool. Oh, she got returned home. She's dressing herself now. Damn, dude. Seeing Palpatine was so sick. She dressing like a Jedi. Well, not like a Jedi, but like dressing for battle. She got the Jedi boots on. Ooh, this is the ship. Is Kenobi gonna have a chat with Bail? Reunion time? I thought Leia would be wearing the holster on the left-hand side like Tala was. It's Kenobi. Yeah, he ain't kept his promise. He returned. With Lola in tow. Oh, look at that hug. I feel it. Don't let her out of your sight again. For season 2. Like your father. Mm. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. Cute. It's actually such a lovely highlight of this show is Kenobi and Leia actually interacting. I genuinely do love it. Getting some classic Star Wars music playing in the final episode now as well. Which is great. Oh, Lola fits in the holster. I love it. That's cute. So Kenobi, where's this ship of yours by the time of episode 4? You don't even have to employ the help of Han Solo anymore. You can just fly that shuttle with Luke. Ah, oh, check these robes. He's in his episode 4 robes. They're much brighter than the other ones. Second attempt at delivering the gift to Luke, because he has it in episode 4. Yeah, wow. There you go. Looking more and more like Ben Kenobi every day. He's moving house. He has a nice little. He's found a nice little spot on the hill that he can move into. A nice little shack instead of a cave. That old hermit needs some real estate. Oh, and we're gonna get Obi-Wan interacting with Luke as well, potentially. Dude. Oh, the way that he's dressed right now. Actually gonna have an interaction. And he's gonna give him the thing! Yes! He's gonna give him the toy. Hello there. actually said it. Oh my god, he actually said it. Oh man. They did save it to the end. It's the first thing that he says to Luke in episode 4 as well. I love it so much. They really did it. Oh man. Yes, fucking finally. There it is, right at the end. Holy fuck. We knew we were gonna get it. There he fucking is. My beautiful man. Oh my god. Season 2. Oh yeah. Oh! Look at him. Holy shit. Ah! It was enough. But I want more. Oh, the training begins. The training begins. He actually showed up. Oh my god. I love Qui-Gon, dude. Oh man, so good. Okay, that was it. That was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh man. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. I gotta show you something. Alright, so outside, you know, there's a couple of discrepancies, not exactly the same, but definitely bring back Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon for 5 seconds. But I really liked the explanation of how long it's been, right? It's just like you were just not ready to see. And as soon as what I really love about that is it shows that for the past 10 years, Kenobi has been depressed and wallowing in his failure and was put the Jedi ways behind him, trying to live a normal life, you know? And he has this whole story play out where he realizes that he actually has to take up that mantle. He has to wield the lightsaber on the belt. He has to refine himself to protect Luke. You know what I mean? He did end this one being like, you know, Beru and Owen is all that is needed right now while he's just a boy. But one day he will not be a boy. And he will learn the ways of the Force like his father. I think this was a fantastic episode to really round things out. And if there isn't a season 2, it is closed enough with a nice little ribbon that it really makes things work out for when Kenobi and Vader encounter each other in episode 4 perfectly. And we also get that little tease of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan having an interaction. We know that training will finally take place, so Kenobi will know, you know, if he is ever struck down, he will become more powerful than you could ever imagine. And I think it's very well done. Very well done. The fight was incredible. That fight between Vader and Kenobi was fucking fantastic. And they went for it. People were actually, I remember reading stuff about this. People were speculating that they might do a similar scene to a certain scene in Rebels. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to spoil it otherwise. Where there is a scene similar to the Vader helmet thing, where you get a bit of Anakin. That was fucking beautiful. Kenobi breaking down and crying, being apologetic to him. Like, I'm sorry for all of it. And he's like, it is not your failure. You didn't kill Anakin, I did. Is so good because it reinforces Kenobi's from a certain point of view belief of, you know, he betrayed and murdered your father. So good. And he beats Vader by breaking apart his chest plate, his life support, like slicing him across the back and the helmet. Oh my god. To show that Obi-Wan beat him, even though Vader still took the high ground and and tried to bury him alive. My god. Oh, it was just fantastic. The only thing about this episode that is kind of dumb is Reva going after Luke, right? And I can see what they're trying to do. I can see what they're doing there. However, Reva now knows that Luke exists. Reva now knows that Leia is also special. Luke and Leia are special because the children were mentioned. Bail Organa really fucking spilling the beans on that. He's an idiot. I genuinely did not see Reva surviving. I didn't see Reva surviving at all. I thought she might have come to peace with herself and let go, and maybe succumbed to her wounds, that she was no longer pushing through with hatred, and she would have died to really resolve her being aware of the fact that Luke exists. But I guess we have that comfort that she couldn't bring herself to kill Luke, so she's just going to move on with her life. I don't know. I genuinely don't really like her arc in the show. I think that there was good moments, and I think the reveal, even though it wasn't really a reveal, I called it from the very first shot of the first episode. I'm like, oh, this is Reva as a youngling. That's how they're going to play this. I don't mind that. That's cool as a way for her to try and go after Vader. I think that she should have died at the hands of Vader in Part 5. I don't think... I just... That angle of, oh, quick, let's put Luke in danger right in the final episode. It just didn't seem necessary to me at all to have her get that message. Get to Tatooine, like, immediately, somehow, by the way. While the transport is being chased and gunned down by a Star Destroyer, Reva makes it to Tatooine. Big question mark there. It's just a very huge leap of convenience for her to get there. Like, there's probably maybe a ship lying around or something, like a fighter, like the air speeders are probably there. Like, we can probably chalk it up to that. She got in an air speeder, but air speeders aren't suitable for space travel. They're only suitable to be in atmosphere. So that's also another thing. How did she do it? Who the fuck knows, really? Probably, actually, I'm trying to come up with it in my head. In the shuttle that they were in, Kenobi gets in a little escape shuttle, right? So maybe the shuttle that Vader brought down to the ground and ripped apart, there was a shuttle in there. And Reva took that one, maybe. That's probably the only thing that I could think of to excuse it. But she got there so quick. And then chases after Luke. Everyone has plot armor in that scene except for Reva, where it's just like there's no stakes, you know what I mean? Because we know that they all make it out of there. It was badass to see them defend their homestead and fight for Luke. It just felt wholly unnecessary for any of that to play out in the way that it did. I feel like it takes away from... it just takes away from things. I don't think it adds anything important to the overall story to have that take place, and then for her to live and just walk off. You know, it just is really strange. She's put the saber aside, so Kenobi is in possession of a Inquisitor's blade. Interestingly enough, assumedly. Yeah, I just don't think it was necessary. The message thing was stupid. Bail Organa should know better. Reva making it there and chasing down Luke, pointless. The realize that it's literally that, I feel like that is only there purely for Reva to be confronted by herself, being like, is this who I want to be? Can I do this? Can I also do what Anakin did when he became Vader and kill a child? You know, it was. She's like, I couldn't kill Vader. Got to do the best other thing and kill a child. You know, it was silly. Outside of that, though, this episode was absolutely amazing. So I do definitely, with this in mind, stand by my opinion that this definitely could have been refined into a movie, like a 2.5 to 3 hour movie, like 2 hour 45 movie, for sure. I think. It definitely could have been tightened up. They could have fixed a few things with it being a movie instead of a series, and maybe just done away with the Inquisitor storyline with Reva. I don't think it was really necessary. I liked parts of it, but ultimately I think it did actually take away from the better things of the show. Yeah, it is a tough one. It is a tough one. There were good moments, but ultimately I just didn't. It's not my favorite parts of the show at all, and it had me rolling my eyes more often than not. But you know, it's not like I didn't hate it, but at the same time, I just don't think it was necessary. Because then when there was, it just like the difference is night and day between when it's dealing with Kenobi and Vader, the show is at the top of its game. When it's dealing with everything else, it's just like, why are we doing this? What are we doing? That's just kind of how I feel about things. The episode 5 and 6 really stepped up their game, and this is really funny because before episode 5, I was like, I feel like they're saving the big bangers for the end, because this seems to be the weird formula with both the Star Wars and Disney stuff is in these Disney Plus series, is they're saving the whoppers for like right at the end, and it kind of like struggles throughout the series and then gets to like this amazing finale where it just like goes, oh cool, let's quickly ride it on home. It's a bit of a strange structure, you know, structured weirdly. I feel like there will probably be a lot of people that will edit this series into a movie, and I'll be curious to actually watch that as well, to see how people can maybe edit this and clean it up a little bit, which I'm sure is very, very possible. There's a lot of stuff in here that can be cut. I feel it just feels like there's a lot of it in there to justify it being a series, you know, to draw out that runtime a little bit. And I've already spoken about that at the beginning of this episode. But yeah, all in all, I'm very happy with how this show resolved itself. I'm happy with how it's come to a close. I'm certainly not worried about anything in relation to Kenobi and Vader's relationship. Reva running around is certainly something weird. But yeah, outside of that, I think the way that Kenobi and Vader had a final fight was really good. It was really good. It was just amazing to see them fight. The choreography was awesome. The force powers on display was sick. Vader fighting dirty was amazing. It was really good. Definitely pleased with how that fight played out, and especially how it resolved as well. And yeah, it was good. I do hope we get more. I think we deserve to get more, especially when you put Liam Neeson on screen for 5 seconds. You cannot do that. You cannot put him in that wig and make him look beautiful and be Qui-Gon and not have more. I need to see it, because, oh man, Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson interacting as Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon would just be amazing. Because then, do you know what we can get in a season 2? While Force Ghost Qui-Gon teaches Obi-Wan how to also become a Force Ghost, we get flashbacks. We'll get episode 1 and before flashbacks to Kenobi and Qui-Gon during the prequel era. Totally, you can do that. You know, I'm already looking forward to a potential season 2 that has that kind of stuff in it, and it would be great. But yeah, and we also got the little Palpatine cameo as well, where he's like, Kenobi is nothing. So it's like, he's kind of like, the only one I serve is you. So Palpatine is sort of the one being like, Vader, don't concern yourself with this shit, because you're above it, right? Right? You know? It was great to get Ian McDiarmid and Liam Neeson back for just tiny pieces of time, but it was really cool to see nonetheless. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction and the watch along to Kenobi! And I wonder if we get a season 2. Wouldn't complain if we did, because I think that there is definitely some stories that could be told there, and stories that can be told within Tatooine that Kenobi could be involved in. There's some good legend stories. There's some comic book stuff that we've also gotten in canon with Ben Kenobi on Tatooine. He goes up against Black Chrysanthemum in the comics. That's how he gets his face scar, dude. You want to see that in live action? I would. They've got the suit for him. He was in Book of Boba Fett. I would love to see that. They've got stuff that they could do if they wanted to, you know? They could even like have a second series take place over a period of time instead of it being a separate story. But who knows? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for Star Wars. But thank you so much for watching this watch-along reaction to the finale of Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's been a ride over these past few weeks watching this one with you. I did rounded out in a beautiful way. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.